This is Gregory McDowell, and I welcome you to another episode of Harsh Realities Unplugged. I'm going to be sharing with you today the functioning addict. Truth be told, there's no such thing as a functioning addict. You see, when I first started using drugs, it was a recreational thing, just on the weekend when I was hanging out with my buddies. But my appetite, it grew. And when I realized I was not a functioning addict was when I began to sell the clothes off my back and the shoes off my feet. When I began to steal from my parents. When I began to break in people's homes just to get high. You see, I wasn't capable of getting up every morning, maintaining a job. I wasn't capable of getting up every morning, going to school, and being there on time. I wasn't capable of being responsible. But in my mind, I thought I was functioning. But I was wrong. I was dead wrong. Because I put drugs before my family, my health, my safety, my friends, and my responsibility. Drugs came before everything. And that's when I realized there's no way I was a functioning addict. I run across a lot of people out there that, yeah, man, I can get high, man, and, I can do this and I can do that. Okay. At first, it may start off like that. But if you continue to walk down that path, guess what? All that's going to change. I can say to you that since when I was using drugs, my life changed dramatically. It went from good to bad, it seems like overnight. Nothing was the same once I began using drugs. My attitude changed, my interests changed, my friends, the people that I hung with, the places that I hung out at, everything changed. And it changed for the worse. Not for the good, for the worse. And it wasn't long before I found myself homeless, in jail, living on the streets. I was out there doing any and everything that I had to survive. There were moments in my addiction where if I could sell my soul, I would have been soulless. And that's a shame. It's a shame that an individual can become under the spell of a drug, whether it's marijuana, whether it's a pill, whether it's crack, whether it's powder cocaine, whether it's heroin. It's a shame that here's something that at first I didn't understand, that it was more powerful than I was. Now, in my life today, nobody couldn't get me to use a drug. I wouldn't care if they had a gun to my head. I would not put a drug in my body. Okay? Because, see, I'm fully aware now that under the influence, I'll do anything. I'll lie. I'll steal. I'll cheat. I'll even kill. But I've been blessed by the grace of God to come from up under that spell. Okay, I was under that spell for 26 years. 26 years I was walking around like a zombie. The only thing that was on my mind was getting high. There were times when I didn't want to eat. There were times when I wouldn't bathe. There were times when I wouldn't lay down and go to sleep. If it was possible, I would get high 24/7. And that's a shame. It's a crying shame that a substance can control a human being in that way. You know, I'm going to end this here now. And I always end with the same thing. Do not use drugs. Okay? If somebody offer you drugs, get away from them. Don't even socialize with people that participate in drugs. Because all it takes in life is one bad choice. And your whole future is discombobulated. Another thing I want to say, don't look down on an addict. An addict is just somebody that's at that particular moment in time, they're helpless. They're powerless. They can't fight